I was afraid of the New Kids on the Block. They were my favorite band, but I couldn't look at pictures of them at nighttime. I'll explain. So my room was wall-to-wall pictures of the New Kids on the Block pulled from the pages of Tiger Beat and Bop, with an occasional like Neil Patrick Harris and Corey Haim mixed in. But if I looked at them before I went to sleep, I would get nightmares. Like nightmares about monsters chasing me, not even New Kids on the Block chasing me. So I ended up having this arrangement with my parents. Like they understood the situation, understood that they were my favorite band, so let me keep the pictures up. But there was a light switch at the bottom of the stairs of my room, so I would go to sleep with the lights on. I would close my eyes, but know that there was still brightness on the other side, and then be like, okay. And they'd turn the light switch off, and then I'd have to say the word ice cream over and over in my mind until I fell asleep. And then I didn't have nightmares. Again, my favorite band. I even slept on a pillow of Donnie Wahlberg's face.
Ew!
Yeah.
That's why.
But I wasn't afraid of real life. New Kids on the Block at night. It was actually the first concert I went to in 2nd grade. My mom took me. It was at the Spectrum. And I wish I could say that I remembered the concert, but I was 7, so I was really tiny, and I couldn't see in front of me because the girls in the row in front of me were teenagers with 1989 bangs. And for those of you who aren't familiar with 1989 bangs, they are a tall, teased fortress of hair that every teenager had in 1989. And I begged my parents to let me have them in 2nd grade, and they said no. So I could not see the concert. I remember hearing it, and I remember hearing Joey singing, "Please Don't Go Girl," and me thinking like it was telling me that I was going to be okay and I shouldn't leave, even though I couldn't see the concert. And because I had a pillowcase of Donnie Wahlberg, he was my favorite new kid. But later, after the New Kids on the Block fizzled, he went on to be the crazy guy in The Sixth Sense, so I kind of lost interest. And so my second favorite new kid on the block was Jordan Knight. And he was my second favorite because I had the New Kids on the Block Jordan Knight doll, and he had plastic Ken hair in the front, but he had like a Barbie hair rat's tail in the back, which was so cool. And I was really excited in high school because he actually decided to have a solo career, and so I could get excited about the New Kids again, and so did a bunch of my high school friends. And I was looking through the city paper one day, and I saw an ad that said, "Jordan Knight performing live at Club Maui on the waterfront. 17 to party, 21 to drink." And me and my friends were 17, so this was an amazing thing to do on the weekend. So we all jumped into the car of our one friend who drove, and we drove down to Delaware Avenue, and we all spilled out of the car like it was a clown car, and walked with enthusiasm to the entrance of Club Maui, which actually had 2 entrances. There was like the tropical paradise entrance with the gate that said Club Maui, like a tiki fence. And then there was this like creepy dark door that looked like it went into like an even creepier cave. And there were 2 lines at both entrances. So first we obviously go to like the magical tropical one, right? And we get there and the bouncer doesn't even ID us. He's like, "You guys need to go to that line. This is the 21 and over line. That's the 17 line." So we go and we switch lines, and we're like shuffled into this really disgusting shithole of a place where there's like a strobe light on life support, and you can hear the faint coming from like the actual Club Maui, and there's like this bored bartender who's like instructed to only serve Shirley Temples and ginger ale, so he hates his life. And then there's just like awkward kids like it's some awkward terrible prom like standing around. And I was like, this is not where Jordan Knight is performing, so I'm looking around for anyone official, and I see this guy in the corner that's like either a pedophile or an employee of Club Maui. He's like a middle-aged man, like fat, balding. So I take the chance and I go up to him and I'm like, "Excuse me, is this where Jordan Knight is performing?" Like all nice and innocent. And he's like, "No, he's performing next door, but he's gonna come here afterwards to sign autographs." And I like got furious and like took all the power into my hands to represent all of my friends, and I was like, "This is not okay. The ad said that it was 17 to party, and this is not a party." And so he hands me this stack of like vouchers to come back to like the creepy dark cave version of Maui anytime me and my friends wanted to, but we would have to leave in order to take those vouchers. And so I took the vouchers, and we all walked out of Maui like so defeated, feeling like such assholes. Like this was our weekend. Like we really wanted to be there, and most importantly, wanted to see Jordan Knight. And so we're walking away down Delaware Avenue. My smartest friend, Cesar, was like, "Hey guys, this club is called Club Maui on the waterfront." And we're all like, "Yeah, Cesar, we know." "Well, it's on the waterfront," and he like points to the water. And so we all go down to the water next to the club. And there are stepping stones into the Delaware River. And then there's like a boulder leading up to the deck of Club Maui. And so one by one, we go into the Delaware River, like hopping on the steps to the boulder. But we didn't have cell phones because this was pre-cell phones in high school. So like when one person didn't come back, we just like hoped and prayed that they actually made it there safely. We never knew. So then it was my turn to go. And I'm on the boulder and I see the deck of Club Maui. And there is like a swinging plank that someone has set up just for the purpose of sneaking into this club. It was amazing. So I like push the one loose plank and I squeeze into the deck, and there are the rest of my friends, and I am in the most magical place that I have ever seen. In addition to the deck, there is an indoor beach volleyball court. There is a 2-tiered dance floor with really loud oons, and there was a cocktail waitress going around with these like chemistry test tubes full of neon liquid. It was unbelievable. And then there was the room where Jordan and I was performing. So we all rushed in there, and we managed to get to the front, and there are no 1989 bangs in my way. And I get to see Jordan Knight perform in person, like this close to my face. And the show ends, and we're so excited. We're like looking around, like maybe we should hang out here. Like, where can we go? Do we want to play volleyball? Do we want to drink this weird test tube liquid? And my eyes are like surveying the whole place. And then it was almost like that moment, it was like that moment in Ferris Bueller when Ferris spots Mr. Rooney after his awesome day off. I spot the creepy pedophile manager from next door, and he makes eye contact with me and realizes who we are, and so we run. Just like Ferris Bueller, we run through all the rooms of the club, down the steps, out the door, back onto dirty Delaware Avenue, and back into the car in which we came, but it's okay, because we got to see Jordan Knight. So that's my story. It is 100% true. However, the rest is up to you guys. You have to figure it out.